Good morning. This is an unusual time, isn't it? And I'm delighted that you've taken some time to sit with me as we have some worship this Sunday morning. I thought it might be nice to sit in the sanctuary and just be with you in a place that we're all familiar. This is a precious place for us, but the fact is that church happens outside these walls too. We know that. We see it happen all the time. So as we go into this worship, I just wanted to offer up a few things that I think are important as we learn to be the church outside these walls in new ways, because we're forced to do this right now. It's for the better good that we remain separate in order that we remain healthy. So one of the first things I think we can do to be strong as a church is to read our Gchat. Now that comes to you by email. You can sign up for it if you haven't already, but I can assure you, and there will be a link on the page that you've received today that will allow you to do that. But I want to assure you that if you will take the time to read that Gchat, you will see the church at work in the stories and in the reminders and in the actions that are being done as individuals in the church. And the other thing is that we also have a habit that is very comfortable for many of us, and because of this season, we're going to have to adapt if we want to be the strong church that we are already, because it requires that we make some adjustments. The giving in the offering plate is often for us one of the most wonderful experiences of worship, because we get to give back to God knowing full well that God has given us all that we have. Well, we can't pass a plate, so we're going to have to make some adjustments in our thoughts of how it is that we give. It doesn't diminish the gift, does it? It diminishes perhaps our sense of engagement. But the engagement still needs to happen for us to be the church. So some of you have already signed up for Vanko, and that's an online service that is safe and secure for you to give by. And that's a very easy thing to do. Be looking for a video in the weeks to come that will help you do that so that you can sign up if that is your wish. The other thing is that some people treat their giving just as a bill pay. They put it in their regular monthly and get a reminder and are able to send a payment, a gift to God through that way. Banks will also offer to write a check and send it for you, and that's another option. And then, of course, for those of you who would like to continue to give in person, we've added a slot in our door at the office. And you can bring your offering in an envelope, please, and drop it through that slot at the door in the office, and you have participated that way. But any way that you do it, it does make a difference. Sometimes it feels like if you don't make it to worship, it doesn't matter if you give. But I want to remind you that everyone is important, that everyone's presence is deeply meaningful to me and to each other as we come together. And then finally, it's important to continue to give, whether we're here or not. God is revealing something that we have the opportunity to grow in, and I hope you'll consider that. And then finally, I just want to remind you that we are the church because you are part of that church, that each one of you is important, that we care about you. If we have not reached out to you yet and you have needs, please give me a call. All that information is on our website. And know that we're praying for you. You are important to me and to God. I hope that you'll continue on with each of these pieces of worship. The second piece is now there for you to receive the time of worship through music. Our praise band has taken time to record something for us, and thank you, Velda. She'll be putting all of this together. But as you enter into that second piece, I invite you to imagine just being in worship, and that as the music comes, it's being offered as part of the worship. Listen to the words Let God speak to your heart. Take time to remind yourself by note or by writing a check that you want to participate and finish up later. That's the good thing about this. You can take time to do it when you're ready. So I'll see you in a minute, and we'll have worship together. God bless.